Alright, so session 2, bench and deadlift. Bench working up to 172 for 3, which is 2.5 or 3 less than last block, and then deadlift up to 260 for 3, which is 10 kilos more than last block. No assistance today's 2 main lifts, and then I've got an assistance day tomorrow that I will log off and on, but I'm not going to bother doing a video log on it. It's pretty straightforward. It's all mainly focused around the shoulder, strength of the shoulder, rehab for the shoulder, to keep it healthy. But yeah, let's get going. 4 degrees this morning, so get warmer. So no bike, just snooty. Yeah, so a bit of an interesting session yesterday morning, day after. Look after Elizabeth on Tuesday all day, so ability to do anything work related is pretty much nil. Bench went to plan more or less. I hit everything. Probably felt a bit harder than I would have liked. Bench felt pretty good on session 2 of last week. So I was kind of hoping that, because I aggravated my shoulder a little bit doing 3 times a week squat, and I was hoping that it kind of turned a bit of a corner, but this was a little bit under my expectations, so that was a bit disappointing in terms of bench press. It's in the morning, so I have limited time, so I need to get up and get stuff with the baby going, so that's essential. But also, I just rushed my warm-up for 132, so I want to have 5-minute intervals for the main sets. So it allows me to compromise my warm-up, knowing the time, so I don't have to compromise my working sets. What have I become? But I still managed to hit my target, and I was only 3 kilos. I'm only 3 kilos below what I hit last block. So the target for this block, you can see that's 152. That's not really moving with the same kind of speed that I would want. It's still easy, but even like 130 felt okay. 152 was a bit slow. 162 was a bit slow as well. It felt a little bit heavy in the hands. I mean, it's still pretty easy, but these are weights that I want to see move with more speed. As I was saying, the goal for the end of this block was 180. It might still be 180. I've not decided what I'm going to do with bench, which I'm pretty sure I would have hit, but the RPE would have been fairly high. That's probably approaching a... if I watch the speed on this rep, that's probably approaching a 9, 8.5, 9. So probably could have eked out 180 next week, but then deadlift kind of went awry. So warm-ups felt okay. Nothing really untoward. Hook grip held up pretty well. Hook grip up to 230 single, which is the highest that I've hook gripped this year so far. Hook grip 250 last year, but that's on a bar with like really light knurling. It's an old Strength Shop bastard power bar. The knurling's weared away on it. So 230 on the Alico is the highest I've done this year. So I've got to keep working that up, because I'm gonna go with hook grip, because it's by far the better option for me. Because when I go over under, then I just rotate off, and it's really not useful for deadlifting heavy. The 200 I just took as a single, because the next working weight was 230, and I thought 170 to 230 was just too much of a jump. So this is the first working set. So hit that with a single hook grip, and then straps for a double, and then straps for the other sets. So this probably felt a little bit off. I would have expected this to move a bit faster. It was okay. It was still easy. I wasn't at any point thinking I was going to miss my target for the session, or 260 was going to be like an outlandish goal. So 245 is when I kind of flagged. Like 245, I made a mental note thinking, yeah, this probably should be top set the way I felt. And it's only 2 kilos less than I had last week. Last week everything moved pretty well. But then 260, I was like, I'm just going to go for 260 anyway. Because I'd rather make it and then try and finish the block. This could just be a couple of really bad sessions, and I'm taking the assistance intensity way down. So I was hoping taking the intensity way down on assistance was going to help me kind of recover a bit better for next week and things would move a bit better. But the 260 just didn't really go. I mean, the first one was like okay. It was probably a bit harder than I would have liked. The second one was pretty tough, and the third one I was just gonna go for it anyway. Watching that, this is the first time watching the video back edited in this. It doesn't look as slow as it felt, and to me it looks just what I kind of thinking what it was just like localized muscular fatigue. But in my hips, not my quads. It was my quads I was feeling during squat, but it was my hip to give out. So I give this last rep a proper wind, a proper go. But I could just feel my lower back just giving out. Didn't have the strength to pull through. The bar speed to the failure is actually better than the rest of the set. So that to me is just an indication that it's just fatigue. So I'm going to change tact. I've got 10 weeks. I'll discuss in our video what I'm going to do. I've kind of decided what I'm going to do yesterday when I was thinking about it. I've got to write up the training block and then I'll start it from tomorrow. I'm going to keep the assistance days the same. So assistance day was today, so that all went fine. In fact, it was a little bit better than last week. So start the new program next week. I'll perform a bit of an introduction Thursday, Friday, because my hips are a bit fried, so I think I need a bit of a deload. But I'm just going to roll it into the next block. I'll cover that in the next video. Thanks very much for watching. Catch you in the next one. Yeah, video 3 in, and we've already failed the first block. Good stuff.